It's CK.
Tafari.
Knight Rider.
We're going to talk about Smackdown. That's it. And
That's the word.
There's a whole lot of new stuff. I know we're in a different order. I think this is kind of the order we're going to go with, at least if Disaster's not here. I did change my shirt for the simple fact of I had the shirt Tafari has over here laid out. I'm like, I'm not going to wear it. I'll find the other one. Because we do have our Gray Still Plays shirts, Yeet or Be Yeeted, and...
Not today, Satan! Yeah.
If you don't watch him, he's amazing. I love him.
If you like watching people in pain, you'll like watching his stuff.
We don't mean in pain.
No, we mean in pain.
Mental pain, not
Yeah.
physical pain. Well, considering he loses a lot of strawberry jam everywhere. What he does, if you haven't watched his stuff, he plays like GTA. Obstacles, challenges.
Yeah, this is Wednesday discussion. Just now Wednesday.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he that's the shirt we got on. Anyway, okay. There was a lot of stuff that happened.
Yeah, this is all you. You got all the rumors and stuff, and that's like half of the...
Well, that I did a little bit because there was some stuff before, and I would have put it before rather than put it after. Did come out that kind of lead into Raw or into SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to do it before rather than just starting the show, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff after.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a lot of stuff coming out.
Yep.
Excuse me.
So,
Let's get into it.
alright. First off, about 2-ish hours before SmackDown, we got a notice that Drew McIntyre has officially moved to SmackDown. We also got a notice, it was made official on Friday afternoon, that Kevin Owens, and I know we had talked about a little bit.
That he might be leaving,
Yeah.
but he signed a 5-year contract, so he ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, so
Which
they really like the character that he's got going, which I kind of like it too. I mean, he's doing great as a heel. He is like fantastic heel right now.
Oh, he's always been a great heel.
But he's a good face too. That's what.
He's good at both. He's
a real good wrestler.
He's a great wrestler. He can do both. So
yeah, really.
Apparently, the front doorbell is fully charged.
Oh, that just came up.
Yeah. Anyway, Jay starts off the show.
You know, that kind of doing his thing of what he's been doing, kind of thanking everybody. You know,
the encore. They love their encores.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
He calls out Cody Rhodes, saying, you know, I have a decision to make. I talked to Gunther last week. Now I'm here to talk to Cody Rhodes. He comes out. Cody comes down. They exchange some words. That words are hard. Leave me alone. And Cody basically says, you know, if you pick me at Mania, be prepared to get your ass whooped because, you know, I've had this title. I've done my story, but in order to like fulfill my legacy or however he worded it, I not only have to walk into WrestleMania as champion, I not only have to fight in the main event of WrestleMania, I have to defend this championship. I have to win it, you know.
Yeah. So that's where that kind of ended, and then we started with, Jacob shows up with Tomatonga. I always get his name so mixed up. But anyway, he shows up with him, and he really didn't do like anything. Jay kicked Tonga.
Yeah, he basically just came out and said, you know, Jay, if anyone,
if
anyone was gonna bring, you know, my
it's
family,
not you.
Yeah, my family needs this title back, and if anyone is gonna bring it back to the family, it sure as hell ain't gonna be you. And you know,
yeah, so
I would love to see Jacob go for a title run.
And then he did like the whole super kick.
Yeah, Jay super kicks the shit out of Tomatonga.
And then him and Jacob get into it.
And then Cody and them get into it, and the two of them end up.
And you called it.
Yeah.
But also with that, before we get into that, something I did not put in here, and I probably should have, but that's my bad. Cody came out and said that he was messed up. He had, water on his elbow.
Yeah.
Sore ribs or something.
Yeah, he real fucked up after that ladder match.
Yeah. But we'll get into that a lot later because I think you were in the bathroom or doing something when KO was talking.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But we also did get a notice and... Oh, wait, we're jumping a little ahead. We had a qualifying match, Bianca versus Piper.
And Piper was fucking crushing her.
Yeah, and then we get to the one everybody's talking about. She picked her up and KO'd her.
Yeah.
Which, again, I'm sorry. You can sit there and Bianca is strong.
Oh,
yeah, she is.
But I did know, and I'm not.
I noticed it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take anything away from Bianca. Don't get me wrong. Just picking her up is impressive as hell. But you could see, like, as she was like stepping towards the center of the ring to do the KDO, her legs were shaking like fucking leaves.
But also too, you notice that, and again, it's story, and we understand that. But you could see that Piper kind of shifted her weight.
Yeah, like pushed herself up on. Like I
Yeah.
said, I'm not taking anything away from Bianca Belair.
No,
I'm
not trying to do that either.
I sure as shit couldn't pick up Piper Nivens, even if she was shifting her weight and fucking piggybacking on.
I would like to. Never mind. She's pretty. That's all I'm gonna say. She's very pretty for a big girl. Well, a big guy, but that's irrelevant to the
But yeah, Bianca wins. Getting her ass kicked, but she wins the KDO. I think that's what it's...
Kiss of death, yeah.
Yeah. Or
Then
KOD, then, whatever.
Yeah. We found out Katana Carter and Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Blah. Names are hard.
They are.
Have officially been moved to SmackDown.
Yep. And then we have Nick backstage. He was talking. Was it Caden?
It was them.
Yeah. He was talking to them when Carmelo shows up. And he tells Carmelo he has another match for him. And Carmelo's like, no. You already tried this before. You've already done this like 2 or 3 times. You did it with Strowman. You did it with Priest. I'm done running your little bullshit. And
I'm done playing your little game.
Yeah. And then you hear and Nick invites him in, and it's Tozawa. And
come on in.
Carmelo's like, you know what? I got you, Nick. I'll take this match. I'll take this fight. It's gonna be nothing but net.
And then Tozawa's like, whoop, or
Airball.
Airball, that's what it was. And then that's when Carmelo comes in and starts, talking smack like normal. But this was.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Tozawa, because Carmelo cost Tozawa the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. And,
and that's when the whole speed thing came up.
That's still just fucking disgusting to me.
Tafari loves when...
Here's the thing. I know there's 0 chance that Tozawa was gonna win that. He might have even got eliminated faster than Speed did. But at least let him be in the fucking match. Anyway.
Exactly.
Let's move on. DIY comes out to the ring, and they're like, at Royal Rumble, we beat Motor City Machine Guns 2 times, which means we're the best tag teams in the world. So let's all have a moment of silence for the Motor City Machine Guns.
As this is the end of their career, whatever.
Yeah. And then Pretty Deadly comes out, and they're like, you guys don't seem to remember all the times we had to help you just so you could keep those tag team titles.
We want a shot.
Yeah.
And they're like, you did not respect the moment of silence.
Yeah, their usual bullshit. And then Nick,
of
doing
course,
his fucking job, comes out to the entrance ramp, whatever. And he says, DIY, shut the hell up. With everything you guys have pulled in the last few weeks, you have no right to be making any demands out of anybody. Pretty Deadly, you haven't earned a title shot, but you know what? I'm going to give you a chance to. You are going to go against DIY tonight in a non-title match, and if you beat them, if you have your hands raised in the air by the end of it, you'll get a title shot.
In the future.
Yep.
So,
and that match...
Oh, hold up. And also, DIY starts throwing a temper tantrum.
Oh, yeah.
We're in street clothes. We're in street clothes. We don't even have our gear. No. And Nick is like, and it starts
right
now.
Yep.
So DIY was already pissed about that because they were in t-shirts and blue jeans and that whole 9 yards. Ooh.
Ah! Good.
So then...
Honestly, I was very impressed with DIY. Or not DIY. DIY sucks. Pretty Deadly. Like, they were whooping ass.
They were doing really good. And you know what? There was a lot of back and forth. It was really a good match.
Yeah, DIY obviously tries to cheat.
Well, Friday nights always got good matches.
Yeah, as opposed to Raw and Nick Aldis.
Oh, I got it twice.
Adam Pearce.
But anyway,
yeah. It was a good back and forth. DIY.
They tried to cheat. They were,
doing
their normal tactics.
Yeah. But Pretty Deadly ends up winning with a roll-up.
Which was great.
Yeah. Cause
awesome.
I always forget his fucking name. The bald guy.
Tommaso Ciampa?
Tommaso Ciampa has one of them pinned, and he tries to, like, grab onto the rope when the referee's not looking to, get extra leverage and win. But, I don't remember who the fuck it was, but the Pretty Deadly boys roll Tommaso up, and they get the 3 count, and then they run off into the sunset. And they get their title shot in the future. So, good for them.
And like I said, I really think they're trying to push them as faces. I'm not going to say baby faces
but
yet,
faces.
But they're definitely giving them a face run. And I got it twice. I don't know why I put it twice. Probably
because you're...
Shush. And then we found out we were having Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, and Jimmy Uso.
Yep. For later in the night.
Which was a
great match, but we'll get to it.
And then you had Miz backstage with Andrade.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? That match last week, you were great. You did phenomenally. Your talent, my star power, you could learn so much from me. And Andrade's like, I did learn something from you, Miz. I learned how to beat you. And then he walks away. And it's beautiful.
It was great. Yeah, absolutely great. And then Cody shows up, kind of walks past. And Miz is telling him, I'll always have your back. Don't worry about it. And Cody's like,
I don't need
your help.
No.
I don't want it. I don't need it. He's like, just think about all the stuff Jay's done to you.
Yeah. Think about, the last year at WrestleMania, it was your story. But now, it's Jay's story.
Yep.
So, that'll be an interesting...
like I said, when Miz is talking, he's gold. Yeah. In the ring,
B minus maybe.
Yeah, but on the mic, S+.
Oh yeah. Anyway.
Then we had Drew coming out. Mm-hmm. He was on the microphone.
Honestly,
speaking truth.
Yeah. Honestly, he comes out. He goes. After Royal Rumble, I was pissed off. I tore some shit up, and then I went home. I had a good night's sleep in my own bed, and then I woke up, and I'm like, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, damn, Drew. You're ripped. You're handsome. Why are you always so mad? And he goes on to say, it's because Raw is a toxic workplace, and that dumb, bald idiot, Adam Pearce, doesn't know how to do his damn job.
Yup. I mean, we say it
week
after week, after week, after week, after week. We have been saying it for how long? As long as we've been doing these plus
some
many.
And weeks. I gotta say, I don't think they're gonna make Drew a face, but seeing him come out there and not be a complete jackass.
But
kind
we
of
do get into that, though.
We do get into that.
We do get into that. Jay comes down, or Jimmy comes down.
Yeah.
Not Jay. Jimmy comes down, and that's something Drew did too. He's like, he goes, "It's okay, Jay. Jimmy."
Yeah.
And he's like, "That's all right. I can yeet."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, if you would have yeeted first, you'd have had the Mania spot now, not your brother." He's like, "I don't need his spot. I can yeet. Yeet.
I can put a no in front of the yeet.
No, no yeet."
Yeah.
So it was fun, but and then LA Knight.
Yeah, LA Knight comes out there.
And again, he's speaking truth too.
Yeah.
And because I did try to get at least close to.
Well, he starts. I remember he starts off by saying, I wanna make a positive impact before I die. So, for all the men and the boys out there in this stadium, out watching around the world,
he gets really close to the camera.
It's like, if shit ever gets tough and you need to cry, go ahead and cry. It doesn't make you any less of a man. It's just part of being who you are, type thing. I don't remember exactly how the words are.
It doesn't make you any less of a man. We all need to cry as part for your physical and mental health. You're good. But on the other hand, there is 3 things that are a guarantee in life: death, taxes, and Drew crying like a bitch.
Yep. I'm pretty sure he says like a baby since they're on TV, but that's what he meant.
But he goes, and I'm pretty sure I heard somebody over there say Drew McIntyre. So then that chant kind of started.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then obviously before he goes onto the ring, he's like, "Oh wait, I forgot to get mine in." L.A. And
the LA Knight. Yeah. Thing. So yeah, that was great.
And then we get into the match.
We got into the match.
Is that your friend? Lady 515?
Yep.
Oh.
What up?
Hello. We're just talking about wrestling. What you want, Cecil's? Come here.
Glad you could make it.
But yeah, we was just it was a pretty good match. Nothing really spectacular happened during it though.
Not really. Not towards the end. Drew pulling his normal.
I mean,
pulled out the referee. Come on, when Jimmy had Knight pinned.
Yeah.
We done, Kiki.
He pulled the referee out.
I mean, it's a triple threat. I'm pretty sure if you won it, isn't a triple threat just automatically no DQ?
Yes, but still, do you?
I don't agree with it, but at the same time, it's perfectly within the rules.
Okay.
He's not cheap.
Yep,
if he wanted to, he could have grabbed a steel fucking chair and hit them and whacked them over the head with it.
True.
But he didn't do that, so I mean,
But and then with all that stuff,
Exactly.
they start fighting again, and Knight goes to hit Jimmy with the blunt force trauma,
and then McIntyre gets a 2-for-1 on his
the Claymore.
Yeah, I was gonna call it the Haluva kick, but I forget.
Different person, different name, same thing.
Yep, exactly.
Anyway,
we all know that.
Drew ends up winning the match with the 3 count, and now he gets to go on to Elimination Chamber to face Cena, CM Punk, and I think that's it for right now. We still have 3 more, right?
Which, of course,
Yeah, 3
Cena
more.
shouldn't have got a shot. He should have had to
We're
work
gonna get into
for
it.
No.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. I promise we're gonna get into it. Okay. Priest is backstage, is talking, and I don't remember who he was talking to.
Was it Jackie? No.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
I think it was Jackie.
We're
But
talking about how he was gonna
win the Elimination Chamber.
yeah
but then
win the Elimination Chamber.
Strowman comes up and he's like, "You seem to be overlooking a few things. Don't put the carrots in front of the
Don't
horse.
put the cart before the horse. Don't count your eggs in the back.
Yeah, something like that.
All
And
those
he's
little
like,
scenarios.
You seem to be forgetting that you haven't even qualified for the Elimination Chamber yet. Next week, you're in a match against me and Jacob Fatu.
Werewolf and a monster.
Yeah.
And Priest is like,
I haven't overlooked anything, and walks away. And then
Yeah.
you just see Strowman standing there like, I obviously can't. But I agree. He has that, sinister evil laugh that's not really sinister or evil, but it's like, you know.
Yeah, 100%. So far, without next week's anything, we have in the Elimination Chamber John Cena, Drew McIntyre, and CM Punk.
Mm.
So that's so far. This is where we get to where I think you had left for a minute or whatever.
Yeah.
KO sitting in his car in the parking lot and says, you know, this is Sammy's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happened right now is Sammy's fault. He let Cody beat the hell out of me. Look at these. These are permanent scars, and he's got stitches here and stitches across his eye.
Oh, I believe that.
Yep.
And it's like, Sammy let him beat the hell out of me. He could have killed me. He's supposed to be my best friend. He came out and helped Roman. But yet, he forgets about me.
Exactly.
Okay, hear me out.
Do you want to let me finish for a
Sure,
second?
yeah,
First,
yeah,
let me finish.
yeah,
then we'll get into it. And it's like, you know, I will never forgive you for this. Next time I see you, we're no longer friends. This is unforgivable. And then they cut back. So go ahead.
I'm not gonna say I agree with what he's saying. It's not Sammy's fault. He signed up for this match. It was completely his own volition. He started this shit with Cody Rhodes. However, how fucking ever, he is 1,000,000% right in the fact that Sammy came out and chose to help Roman Reigns of all people and didn't choose to help his best friend.
Again, let me reiterate this. They are best friends in
I'm
real
not.
life.
I'm well aware of that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about story-wise. He's
I agree.
1,000,000% correct. Sami Zayn came out there and chose to help Roman Reigns. Chose to stand beside the Usos and Roman Reigns in the frickin'
The War Games.
elimination, not elimination, War Games.
Mm-hmm.
He chose to do that. He chose to stand by Roman's side. And then he just lets Kevin Owens get the hell beat out of him. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he should have helped Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens was on a bunch of bullshit and we didn't need all that. But he's 100% right in that regard. That's just that's my 2 cents.
Well, after that, the announcers come back and they're like, we're going to give you an update on Sammy. Sammy is out indefinitely due to spinal compression and extreme nerve damage because of a package pile driver delivered by KO.
That's the story, obviously.
It is.
Yeah, but still.
Because, again, you can tell he never really hit his neck and nothing like that.
Yeah, I have no doubt.
But again,
yeah,
this points out, simple fact. Do not do this at home.
no, because you will actually give your friends like nerve and spinal damage if you try this, and you're not professionals. Please, for the love of God, don't do this unless you're professionally trained.
Because you can give somebody severe nerve damage and spinal compression.
Yeah.
So
And they're not you can't then go and sue WWE for it. They're not liable for
they
stupid
tell
shit.
it before every single show.
Yeah, don't try this at home, you dumb son of a bitch. We're not gonna pay you if you fuck up. Anyway.
So they are trained professionals. They do what they do. This is their job on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And then
but
we had
Tozawa versus Carmelo, and this was a great match.
It was pretty good. It was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
Tozawa, though, he had a lot of good spots.
Oh, yeah.
He was holding his own. And,
like Carmelo coming out there like, oh, I'm gonna beat the brakes off you because Melo never misses. I'm him. Blah 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 blah. Thinking this is gonna be a one and done, easy, wash his hands with it, and he was fucking struggling.
He was. I think he was. But in the end,
he does win. But once again, I just feel the need to point this out. Tozawa could be great. Yeah.
And Tozawa used to be pretty good as a wrestler. Like 3-4 years ago, that when they were really pushing, he was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole they really started kind of letting him go
With-
right around the 24/7 championship. Then he kind of started doing all that, and then Gable kind of took him under his wing, and it kind of just became a whole train wreck.
He's a jobber, basically.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna go ahead and let Tafari have this next part because this is his dude. I always let Tafari have these.
So, after the match, we come back to R-Truth carrying Tozawa over his shoulder, like, "Come on, man, you know, like the greatest of all time, my childhood hero, John Cena, always says, never give up, you know, get back at." It's like, and then he just turns and fucking drops, like, "Hey, man!"
And all you hear,
Yeah, as Tozawa just hits the fucking pavement, and he goes up to Damian Priest, is like, and R-Truth is like, "Hey, man,
No, it
congratulations."
wasn't Priest. It was Jay.
You're so right. I don't know why I thought it was Priest. Anyway, he goes up to Jay. He's like, "Hey, man, congratulations. I'm so happy for you for winning King of the Ring." And Jay's like, "Nah, man, Royal Rumble winner." R-Truth is like, "Wait, that too?"
He goes, you need to worry about your friend over there. And what's he say?
He says,
Don't worry, he just yeeted all over
yeah,
himself.
he just yeeted all over himself. And then he goes to pick him up, and then Cody comes up. But I love R-Truth. He's so fucking goofy. I want them to bring back the 24/7 championship. That shit was so fucking funny.
But like I said, Truth is golden.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
he is.
honestly, like I said, I think it was last week or the week before. It was him, LA Knight, and Priest.
Yes.
They would make a great tag team. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
We should become tag team. Or we should become we should join a team or get a team going or
Yeah,
whatever.
so however you worded it. But Cody walks up to Jay and he's like, Jay's like, "You know what? I don't know who I'm gonna pick. I'd love to face you at WrestleMania, but I also got some personal beef with Gunther. I'm just undecided." And
he kind of walks away.
Yeah, it's
and
kinda just where they
Cody just kind of standing there like,
yeah.
okay.
Flair, I forget about the outfit.
Oh, everybody's talking about it. Like that's why I wasn't gonna bring it up, and then I decided I'm gonna bring this up because everybody is talking about her silly string.
Yep.
Everybody's talking about her silly
That's
string.
all over line right now.
That they don't know who made this outfit, but it was inspired by silly string.
Hey, it worked.
But Flair walks out of the ring, and she's like, "Yeah, you guys are all obsessed with me. While the whole time I was gone, it was always when Flair gonna be back? What's Flair doing?"
Yeah,
You're
you know,
upset-
you guys are obsessed with my look, with my last name, with my championship, with my yada 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 yada.
But you know what? It's still, she came off as a face still to me.
Yeah, she is. Like I said,
Yep.
that's what they're going with. She's a
It's
face.
not what they're going with.
Well,
Because she's getting booed so much, and I hate this, WWE is deciding to pull back and let Tiffy be the face.
No. Fuck that. They need to... She's not even getting booed that bad. She literally said, like, the first thing she did when she came out there, and she's like, "Do you love me?" And everybody cheered. Or do you hate me? And everybody booed.
I don't agree with that, as in turning her heel. I just don't want to see it.
No, I don't either.
But,
But yeah.
you know, then Tiffy time
Yeah.
comes out. Tiffy comes down to the ring, tells Charlotte to pick her since everyone calls me Charlotte. I'm a Charlotte ripoff. I'm a Charlotte knockoff. I'm always compared to you. I want to show everybody that I'm better than you.
Yeah. And then Charlotte's like, you know, when I saw Rhea Ripley last week, I saw a kid. When I look at you right now, I see a child begging for me to make her relevant. So if you want me to pick you, get on your hands and knees and beg for it. And then before we get to see a resolution, Nia Jax comes
Which we
out.
all know she wouldn't have, heel or face. Tiffy's not going to do that.
Oh, nobody in their right mind is going to do that, but...
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. And then Nia Jax
Yeah, comes out and she's
with
like,
Candice, which
yeah.
Candice really didn't do much.
Candice she's literally just her new side piece. I don't know why Nia Jax even needs a side piece. Oh wait, because anyway. We're not gonna go down that road. But she comes out and she's like, Charlotte, I think you're overlooking something because Tiffy's not gonna be champion at WrestleMania. Because I just want to talk to Nick Aldis, and next week I'm gonna take back that title that she stole from me. And we find out that Nia and Tiffy have a title match next week. And obviously Tiffy's winning that.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. And you can take this, however, but everything is still saying WWE is giving 110% to Tiffy versus Charlotte.
Oh, like I said, there's no way Tiffy's losing her title. She's going to, I don't know, I'm not going to say beat the brakes off of Nia Jax, but
I think she's going to skin by the skin of her teeth.
Yeah.
And I would not be surprised, and I know this sounds bad, and I don't see it happening, but I would love to see it happening. And I think it would cause a whole thing with the Candice and maybe making Charlotte more of a face. But when Candice starts doing her crap, Charlotte comes out and takes Candice out.
That's what I see happening.
I don't see it happening. I would love for it. Because especially if they're wanting to push Charlotte as a face, but we've heard that she's getting turned back to a heel because WWE doesn't have a fucking spine.
And I want so bad. Y'all, I wish you guys understood this. I want so bad for Charlotte to be a face. We have seen her 1,000 times come out there. I'm Charlotte Flair. I'm the queen. You will bow down and you will worship and kiss the ground that I walk on.
Yeah.
I don't want that Charlotte. Here's the Charlotte I want. If I'm going to do that, I want to respect her and want to do that. Does that make sense?
I get you. I mean, like I said, she's doing great as a face as she is right now.
But like you said, WWE doesn't have a spine. They didn't do it. They didn't pull the trigger with Becky. They're not. Now they're talking about.
But I really hope. I hope that's just rumors. I hope Charlotte fights to stay as a face.
And here's something too. And I think it's down further in the notes. And if it's down further in the notes, we'll skip it. But before Charlotte got here on Smackdown, she went to NXT. And I kind of told you about it.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking to Julia and Roxanne Perez and Bailey in the ring.
Yeah.
And she's like, Roxanne, I'd love to face you, whatever. Julia, I respect you. I'd love to come down that ring right now and shake your hand because you are exactly what this division needs.
Mm-hmm.
Bailey, we're not going to go into it. And Bailey went like this. Kind of like over here like this. And supposedly Charlotte went like this. But she did it enough off camera that nobody saw it except
the crowd.
In the crowd. Mm-hmm. So again, people are saying, is this Charlotte being face? And I want this Charlotte. Yeah. Like if I know it sounds horrible. And I know it's not gonna happen. But if WWE ever gets to see this or watches this, do not turn Charlotte heel.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Exactly. Let's not.
We've seen that. That's literally
I've
all
seen that enough.
That's all she's ever been. Her entire career. As far as I'm aware. She's always been.
She's had face-ish moments, but she's always been
a heel.
A heel.
Maybe that middle road at the very best.
Yeah.
We need a face, Charlotte. And like I said, the crowd is reacting to her like a face. Yeah, they're booing her when she tells them to boo her.
But here's the thing. If we really want to go down this, we're gonna jump this just a hair for a second. And I know you Knight Rider over there probably knows even more so than you do. For so many years, look at John Cena. That crowd has booed him 1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
But he's still a face. Why can't we do this for Charlotte?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Really.
Make them want to love her.
Yeah.
Yep,
You're
exactly.
not. If you're gonna go, screw it. We're just gonna turn you back to the same old Charlotte we've always had. Forget it.
Then there's nothing new for her.
Yeah.
It's the same shit that she's been doing for the last 15
You
years.
need to push the issue. Push the envelope. Be like, no, look, we want you to like her.
But
I mean, they did it with LA Knight. They tried to push him as a heel. And it bombed on them and they gave up. Which, technically, LA Knight is fantastic as a face.
oh yeah.
To have him as a heel and coming out as Max Dupree was a complete
Yeah.
blah. Train wreck. But anyway,
Alexa shows up.
and here's the interesting thing, and this is something, and I'm going to bring it up a little more later. But Alexa doesn't say anything. She just gets in the ring and sets for her match, which was against Candice, which was for an elimination chamber. And I mean, the match was pretty good, but you knew Alexa was gonna win it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty good match. Like I said, it was
Honestly, she was kind of getting whooped for the first few.
But like Knight Rider and me said, Alexa, and even the announcer said, Alexa plays.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa likes to play with stuff.
Oh, heck yeah, she does. She'll
And she's
play
gonna
cat and mouse,
She's gonna
boy.
let you sit there and beat the hell out of her, and the second you're out of breath and can't do anymore, she's gonna come back full force and just.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
She'll sit
I
there.
mean, there is a reason. I said this to you, and Knight Rider said that it's true. Like everything, if you look at like her stuff, they call her 5 feet of twisted
Fury.
Fury, yeah.
5 feet of twisted fury, and there is a reason for that. She's like 5'2", 5'3", something like that. But she is.
Hey, Google, how tall is Alexa Bliss?
I'm not worried about that.
5'1". So yeah. But yeah, she'll fuck you. Like we said, I wouldn't want to fuck with her in a dark alley. I mean, I would, but that's besides the point. You get what I mean?
She is very beautiful,
Yeah.
but
Anyway.
also married with a child with
Yeah.
a year and a half old-ish.
Yeah.
Because she was out for like 2 years.
She would kick all three of our asses without even breaking a sweat.
Yep.
She's married to
And
a
a heartbeat.
tattoo artist, but that's irrelevant.
Anyway.
And she does have quite a few tattoos, but that's a whole other issue. But they're all white, and I don't understand the purpose of that. So, but that's a whole thing.
But it was, like I said, it was a good back and forth. Alexa wins with a Sister Abigail DDT.
They called it an Abigail DDT, but it was basically a modified version. It was her version
Of the Sister Abigail.
of the Sister
yeah.
Abigail. During the match, there was glitches, and supposedly this was a big thing. Excuse me, because we were complaining about it on Raw, and I didn't really bring it up because I wasn't sure if it was our network, if it was
Their network.
their Netflix, if it was a local thing, and no, these glitches were worldwide on Raw.
Oh yeah, I believe that.
And WWE is like, fix it.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to add a bunch more markets, and we're already dealing with this. Fix it.
Yeah, because
And
it was
Netflix
pretty
is
bad.
Netflix is like, okay, we got it. So that's where we were at. But there was legit glitches during the Alexa match.
Mm-hmm.
You saw there was the normal like staticky glitch, and then it showed. And the only way that I can describe it was a photo negative of like eyes, and they had showed it before when the Wyatts were originally setting together.
Yep.
And I got a lot of stuff on this right now while we're talking about Alexa. The Wyatt 6 official Twitter account, X account, whatever you want to call it, sent out a one-word message that just said she. and that was during the match.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that goes back, and this is what everybody's saying, going back to the Wyatt 6 when they were debuting a couple months ago, whatever it's been. They sent out one of their cryptic like QR codes that led to
A thing,
log
yeah.
entries that of like the whole
Yep.
book thing.
Mhm.
And in one of them, it said, "When she speaks, mountains should tremble. It's waiting for her. I can only open the door. She must choose to walk through." And a lot of people are saying that maybe this is why Alexa's not talked yet,
Mhm.
because we've heard Alexa say nothing.
She's just been whooping ass.
That when she speaks, when the first time she speaks, we all are gonna listen.
Yeah, it's gonna be something to do with the Wyatts.
Or, yeah. Joe Gacy sent out a tweet early in the day that said, "The only thing more terrifying than a family secret is the truth behind it," with a picture of the Wyatt Six, like in the shadows. So, whether that's anything, who knows? Just throwing it out there. Maybe it's something we need to keep an eye on. Maybe it's not.
Exactly.
Well, whenever she decides to start yapping her trap, we're gonna listen the fuck up.
Yeah, and everybody thinks that the first time she speaks is going to be something very important.
Yeah.
So that brings us to the Elimination Chamber match. We got
Liv, Bianca, and
Alexa.
oh yeah, you had Alexa down there first with the rest of it. Alexa, Liv, and Bianca.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, 3 of
So
6.
we still got 3 more.
Yeah, 3 more of the men's too.
But we got Chelsea and Naomi for next week.
Mm-hmm.
And that was another... This is another great one. Because Michin and B-Fab are back there talking to Chelsea and Piper.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them are like, we're coming for that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, no. And they kind of walk away. And then Zelina comes up. And she's like, yeah, now that I'm on Smackdown, I'm coming for that.
Yep. And then after she leaves, Chelsea says to Piper, "We're supposed to get a bigger security detail," whining like the pathetic little that she is. And Piper's like, "They all hate you."
It was beautiful.
Exactly.
They all hate you. It's like the moment of like, I can't find anybody because you're a trifling bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
okay, look. I'm gonna say this. I'm so fucking tired of Michin and Chelsea. And don't get me wrong, Michin has earned all of these shots simply because every single goddamn time she has been screwed out of the title. Whether it's by Piper, whether it's by Chelsea purposefully getting disqualified. But at the same time, at some point, you gotta give somebody else a shot. Or take the fucking title off of Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
And let Michin be the one defending it. Because at least she'll do it fair and fucking square.
hey,
Exactly.
No. Stop talking. Don't even open your mouth. No. We're moving on to the next point.
I just gotta say one.
No. We're moving on to the next point.
How do you know what I'm gonna say?
Anyway.
Chelsea is the longest running United States champ.
I'm gonna go grab some Mountain Dew and I'm gonna pour it in your eyeballs. Anyway.
Again, guys, I am not a Chelsea fan. I just like, and he knows it.
Poking buttons. Which he's very good at.
But then Street Profits, no.
And okay, this part was so goddamn annoying. Cause they say Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes versus Jacob and Tama Tonga. And then we have like 4 or 5 different promos plus commercials before the actual match. First off, we have the Street Profits promo.
Which, I mean, they were basically saying what they did.
Yeah, like we came out and attacked them. We got attacked. We're coming to take the titles.
Yeah, you think what you did to us, you wanted us out. Well, here's our crutch. We don't need crutches no more. We don't need anybody no more.
Yeah.
And everyone's saying that, it's their heel turn. I don't see it as a heel turn. Like,
Yeah, they're just saying the truth. We want the smoke.
yeah, because we want smoke.
Yep.
You know.
And then Motor City Machine Guns and Los Garza backstage. Next week, Los Garza versus Motor City Machine Guns. Cool, I guess.
Yeah, and then you have.
And then, once again, we get the match. We get a promo. We get backstage. We get a commercial. We get another promo for Priest, Strowman, and Jacob next week.
Which was really just kind of them all.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
It was a nothing burger.
It really wasn't anything. Oh, that was so exciting!
It wasn't even them it wasn't even them getting up in each other's faces. It was literally just them talking into the camera while they showed past footage of them beating people up.
Yeah.
And then after 15 minutes of all this shit, we get our 10-minute final match. Or 13 minutes, whatever.
I think it wound up being 13, 14-ish minutes.
Anyway.
But Jay walks down the ramp, Cody comes down the ramp, Jacob and Tonga come down the ramp. You know, and there was a lot of back and forth, you know. Jacob and...
Yeah, nothing spectacular.
It wasn't anything spectacular. Not to me, anyway.
I mean, Jay, he kicks Jacob out of the ring and then, flies out of the ring through the ropes and sends him flying over the table, and then Cody hits the... What the fuck is
Cody
this?
Cutter?
No, not the Cody Cutter. With the one where he just what's it called? Because the Cody Cutter is when he jumps off the rope.
The RKO, DDT,
Oh, crap.
I know y'all probably sitting here telling us what it is.
Whatever it's called, he hits that on Tama. He gets the 3 count. And then Solo returns after the match to attack Cody. Where the fuck was Jay at? I guess he got beat up and we never saw it. Or he never got up from after he hit Solo.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't Jacob that attacked him. It was Solo. I read that wrong.
Yeah, Solo attacked Cody.
Yeah, I said Jacob. It was Solo returning.
The whole...
yeah.
Samoan Spike.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of what it was.
He comes out in a hoodie with his face covered and whatnot, hits him with the spike, and then, what the fuck are you doing back here? Why wouldn't you wait for Roman to show up and then hit him? I know he's already out hurt, but
we're gonna get into that too.
Anyway. Yeah.
But okay, we do have one more thing kind of just bring up, and it could have easily gone in the next spot with the rumors and all that. But supposedly, which guys, I don't know where we're gonna do Friday. Friday, unless it's as soon as you walk in the door, we instantly cut, because Stand and Deliver for NXT is at 2 p.m. Central Time for us on the same day as night 1 of WrestleMania, which is Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't want to have to cover everything in one show, because I do kind of want to break down night 1 and night 2.
Actually, we're not going to know for a while. I was going to say, what time does it start? Because I have D&D Sundays, but we'll figure that out when the fuck that happens. Because we're not going to
I can tell you, but anyway, okay. Guys, I don't know if you're going to love this, hate this, but they're still going. I just got 4 new ones. Supposedly, nobody's saying there is any more to come, but there's been a lot of superstars released. Some that they really haven't used in a while, and the 1 or 2 that I kind of what?
Yeah.
But other than that...
We basically just a lot of people who haven't been on TV in a long time getting released.
But Duke Hudson, he was released earlier this week.
Yeah, Cedric
Alexander has been released. Sonya Deville, this one was really weird for me because she has not been dominant every week, but they've been using her.
Yeah.
She's been a fairly common presence. I'm not going to say every week, but
I could be completely wrong, but I feel like the reason they're getting rid of so many superstars is because they realize they have a bunch of superstars they're just not using, and especially in the women's division, they have so much talent that they're not using, and it's like they have so much that there's not enough room for them to shine. So I feel like maybe they're trying to cut down on the number of superstars in favor of quality of superstars.
Quality over quality.
Yeah, quality and the quality of the storylines they can give them.
Yeah.
Which is why I really hope that they start using some of their other superstars, like Otis, or I know Gable's kind of been around, but not really. But you get the point, like Otis, Tozawa. There's probably a bunch of other, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
But anyway, Sonya Deville, her contract is up in a couple weeks, and WWE has already told her, you know what, we're just not going to renew your contract, you know. So with the thing with that is she will not have a 90-day no-compete clause. So the day her contract is up, she can go to AEW, she can go to TNA, she can go wherever she wants to go, New Japan, whatever other ones there are, instantly. So,
but
Pure
yeah.
Fusion Collective is pretty well done. I don't think they're going to carry it on without Sonya Deville. I don't see them finding anybody else to put in there unless the two of them keep the name.
They might keep as a tag team, or they might split up, because I feel like correct me if I'm wrong, but there's not a lot of women's tag teams.
Not really, no.
Like, there's very few tag teams in the women's division.
But we also had Paul Ellery and the Authors of Pain released.
Yeah.
So that's basically New Testament.
Yeah.
Or Final Testament, not New Testament. So Final Testament's pretty well done, which is great because Cross
doesn't need them.
He doesn't need a faction.
No.
And they said that they're gonna really take time to focus on Cross and Scarlett's story, which like I said, I don't want to see him as a face. But
he does fantastic as what he's doing right now.
Yes.
He plays that character perfectly.
And you know, I've noticed this. Sometimes the nicest people can play the biggest jerks.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
I'm good at it. No.
No, I was gonna say maybe I'll be a heel.
No. If that's the case, then you need to be a super baby face, buddy, because you are. Never mind.
You know, I'm gonna be the greatest heel you've ever seen.
That's
just my natural
as long as you promise to do what you said, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, no, then I would have to be a baby face.
Why?
You're good against Logan Paul.
Yeah.
No, your manager.
Oh, hell yeah!
Be like, I'm bringing my dad, and he's gonna be my manager.
Fuck
guy.
yeah!
Anyway,
yeah, Blair Davin.
This one shocked me because they not used her.
Say so.
Could be mean to the cats.
No, he wasn't being
I
mean
know.
to the cat.
But anyway, Blair Davenport, like they focused her, and then they didn't, and then they did, and then they didn't, and now she's gone.
Yeah.
Like it was
rocky to say the best.
Yeah, and it was like they were doing this whole push of her, and then like she was what we talked about a week or so ago, last Friday or the Friday before that. I don't remember. She was talking to Piper backstage when she told her to go find more people to help her. So everybody assumed Blair was gonna at least help or
do something
with it.
Gone.
But now she's gone.
Oh.
Isla Dawn, which I did not see coming. She sent out a tweet. I don't know if I put it in here. I think it was her. That sent out a tweet. See you in 90.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gone. Which I've watched her from NXT UK. She was always one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Giovanni Vinci, which
no one we haven't seen him in
months.
Yeah, so that
like
makes
the
sense.
last time we saw him, he was with Imperium. He was doing great. Then he started like costing them matches with Kaiser, so they kind of kicked him out. went back to supposedly his gimmick from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that.
Uh,
Then we had
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, aka the Good Brothers, which, to be fair, the name sounds familiar, but I can't fucking tell you who they are, so that really tells you about who they are, I guess.
So we do have here. This is happening next week on Raw, I
Mhm.
guess. But they announced it like while SmackDown was going on, so I threw it in here. WWE quietly revealed Roxanne Perez versus Raquel Gonzalez, or what? She used to go by Gonzalez. Raquel Rodriguez in Elimination Chamber qualifier.
Wait.
Next,
Oh. Correct me! Isn't Perez the talking lady backstage? Or
no, Perez is NXT, the one
Okay.
who's been facing Bailey,
Okay, who...
challenging Bailey.
What the fuck
Jackie
is-
Redmond.
I don't know why the fuck I thought that. I don't know. I was like, wait.
Safari's a little special.
Look, names are not my strong suit.
And you're not?
All of my namespace is filled with Ben 10 alien names. I'm just gonna be honest with you about that. There's like 60 of them, and I can tell you almost every single one off the top of my head.
Okay, it is planned for John Cena to win the Elimination Chamber match. Has been storyline since October or November, and he will face Cody at Mania. And here, before we go down this road, I want you to listen, and I know you can read it. John Cena has 36 days on his WWE contract for 2025. He has done 2 in 2 months, leaving him 33 days in the last 43 weeks.
Oh, piss off with your fucking crap. I got it. Continue.
So everyone's like, oh, well, that means after Elimination Chamber, he'll be on almost every week. No. And this is what a lot of people are,
Continue. I'm just doing.
oh, well, it's popping up on my thing, so spam.
Yeah.
Popping up on my screen. I'm trying to. It's distracting. I have squirrel moments. Anyway, a lot of people are saying that, oh, well, that means he'll be on every week after Elimination Chamber. But you figure that is pay-per-views, that is Raw, SmackDown, wherever he chooses to go. So it's going to be another part-time BS.
You know. There's 43 weeks left in his contract. He's showing up 35. That's hang on, math. 43 times 2 is 86. So he's not even going to be there half the time. He might be on there on like Raws, but
And yet, not including pay-per-views.
yeah.
So whatever. Here's what, and I probably should throw this in later, but we're gonna go ahead and do this now. The only way, and a lot of people are talking about that it's coming because of this whole entitlement, and I don't know. I want it to. I really do. The only way I want John Cena to win the Elimination Chamber is to come out with his heel persona, the thugonomics, everything. I want that persona. If we're going to get John Cena's end, I want it to be word life, basic thugonomics.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not gonna
And
do that.
There's been a lot of talk that they're wanting to do it, but whether they do or not, I don't know.
Honestly, you want I see him coming out there, babyface John Cena, winning everything, showing up once a week, and then retiring as 17. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but I see that happening.
We can skip a little bit because I did bring up that.
Yeah.
I brought up that. I disagree. And I'll even throw it back in here. I disagree with the Charlotte taking on the heel role to face Tiffy at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I disagree. 100%.
Tiffy's been doing great as that middle card. They need to play with that. Just keep anyway. But yeah.
Tyler Bates has been cleared to return and is expected to return to Raw within the next few weeks. So probably right before Elimination Chamber, right after.
Yeah. And according to some people, Jay didn't know he was winning the Royal Rumble until hours before they actually started the match. But obviously, WWE knows way the fuck ahead of time who they're going to have win, or at least an idea of it. So.
Yeah, and I don't know how that works because, again, spoiler alert, I have to put this for any of you, wrestling is not real.
Yes,
okay?
It's storyline.
We have, they would have been rehearsing and practicing because we found out last week or during the Raw stuff that Shotzi had the 21 spot. And that when Alexa came back, they gave it to Alexa instead of Shotzi, and Shotzi was moved back down.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
but, fuck! I love that. You know, you're going in, you know, imagine being Jey Uso, you're getting ready for the Rumble, thinking, oh, you know, John Cena's gonna win this, and then Triple H comes like, oh, hey, by the way, you're winning the Royal Rumble tonight.
yeah.
Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But another thing, too, and this is what I hope. Rumor is Becky is coming back at Elimination Chamber, and she's going to cost Liv Morgan the Elimination Chamber. I still don't 100% know how that's going to work.
Well, here's the thing. If I know we've talked about her coming back as a heel. If you want her to come back as a heel, you can't have her cost another heel their shot at WrestleMania.
I really just, I don't, maybe with the whole Charlotte thing there, because they were trying to flip those two, maybe they've given up on it, and they're just going to make Becky the face, as they always do.
I hope not. I would love to see Becky as a heel.
Well, we saw the big time Bex was supposed to be her heel persona.
I don't think they don't need to go back. They don't need to use big time backs. They need to come up with something new because, like you said, they already tried that. They gave up on that. Come up with something new, and have her, like we've said, have her be despicable. Honestly, if she's back before Elimination Chamber, have her cheat to get her shot at Elimination Chamber. I don't think you can technically cheat inside the Elimination Chamber, but have her do something that can be considered cheating to win the Elimination Chamber. Or, you know, come in and cost Bianca Belair, or who the fuck else do we have?
Alexa.
Yeah, have her cost Alexa the shot.
Oh. You know how much people would turn on her for that?
Exactly!
But, excuse me, in the same sense, they didn't turn on her with Bianca. When she attacked Bianca.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that was one time, and people didn't turn on her, and they gave up. Like I said, they need to stick to it. Have her come back, whether it's at before Elimination Chamber, have her cheat to win to get Elimination Chamber, or have it be at Elimination Chamber, and have her come in there and cost Alexa Bliss, because like you said, people would instantly flip their shit. Have her cost Alexa Bliss her shot at WrestleMania. I don't know. That's assuming she even wants to be a heel, which I gotta assume she get, you know, as much as you love, you know, the fans cheering you and whatnot. At some point, you're like, I just want to be a bitch.
And I put this in here before it was official she was going to be on there. Alexa, we already talked about it. She moved to Smackdown. They announced that like earlier in the week. But this is something I want to get to, and I kind of brought it up to both of you away from all this, away from our little stream here. People are legit pissed at John Cena, the whole character thing, the entitlement.
Oh yeah.
They are burning figures. They're burning toys. They're destroying them, running over them with car. I mean, there's a whole trend going on of them just tearing up John Cena merchandise.
I believe it.
Yep.
But
you know, they're like, we don't want entitled.
No, I agree.
And you know, everybody else had to earn their spot.
Yep.
And John Cena's like, oh, and for the record, I'm going to go and I'm going to be at Elimination Chamber and I'm going to win Elimination Chamber and whatever. Dude, get in the ring and earn your spot or get out.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we already know that's not happening. Anyway,
again, like I said, could this be a possible John Cena heel turn? Which a lot of people are thinking this might be the what flips the script with John Cena. Which, like I said, I would love to see him as a heel for his last run. I think it'd be great.
It would be great, but I don't see it happening.
Either.
And do you think WWE screwed up with?
Oh, fucking of course.
Giving him the entitlement, I guess.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
They figured, you know,
of course they did.
He's John Cena. It's his farewell tour. People want to see him in WrestleMania, so we're just gonna give him his shot at Elimination Chamber. He can go off and film his movie, come back, win it, go on to WrestleMania for fanfare, blah, 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 blah. And people are like, what? No, fuck that. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. But Seth, Punk, and Roman are rumored to be a match at WrestleMania after the events of Royal Rumble, which I could totally see.
I completely disagree. CM Punk has no fucking business in any of that. I'm sorry. Go off, do your own fucking thing. He has no business with... I know Seth doesn't like him, but he has no business with either of them. Go off, have CM Punk do his own thing. It should just be Seth and Roman. They have beef. CM Punk is just a fucking middleman because Seth doesn't like him. Roman doesn't even really have a problem with him. He fucking helped him win.
And that's why Seth has even more beef.
Yeah.
And here's where I think this is going to wind up going. And you can take this for whatever you want. I think something's going to happen to where like Seth and Roman get into their little tiff going. And maybe Punk pins one of them or whatever, and that's where the whole favor is going to come into play.
Maybe. I don't know. I just don't think CM Punk needs to be involved in that. Let him have his own WrestleMania moment. There's no reason to have him involved in Seth and Roman's beef. But that's just my opinion.
Drew McIntyre and Priest is rumored match for Mania. Becky versus Liv Morgan is a rumored match for Mania.
I can see that.
And here's something I found really, really interesting over the course of this week. Kaiser's in hot water for Raw. And I know this is Smackdown, but I felt like it needed to be brought up. Because with the
Penta match.
The Penta match on Raw, the sacrifice.
Yeah, he wasn't selling the moves, how you're supposed to.
And WWE management supposedly through the ceiling. You did not do what you're supposed to do. Who cares?
Yeah.
And the reports are he's frustrated with WWE not giving him a good run and him being used to promote other talent.
Yeah, I mean they're just using him as a jobber right now. And like I said, I'd be pissed off too, because here's the thing. Kaiser might not be he might not be Gunther. He might not be Damian Priest. But that doesn't mean he's not a great wrestler. Exactly. And right now they're just using him as a high-paid jobber. I'd be pissed off too, honestly.
Well, then we go already into the next question. Does he deserve better?
I mean, I feel like, yeah. Like I said, I don't think he's not a Gunther. He's not a Damian Priest. He shouldn't. I don't think he's earned his shot at main eventing WrestleMania or anything. But he should be used for more than making other people look good, yeah. He should get to look good too, because, like I said, he's still a good wrestler. And he deserves to show that off.
And do not read what it says, because we all know what it's supposed to say. Jade Cargill is not medically cleared to wrestle.
Oh, I was skipping. Anyway, yeah.
She was in a performance center simply testing that if she was ready to be cleared. Talk is she will be cleared by Mania.
Yeah.
So we're kind of hoping. Dakota Kai should be back at the end of the month, if not sooner, from her concussion, which we talked about before.
Yeah, that missile drop kick was nasty.
And here, I know we kind of had to talk about this, all three of us. But reports are Jordan Grace is going to NXT and not the main roster. I say this is 100% fail.
Yeah. They don't need help on the women's roster right now.
On NXT?
That's what I meant. On NXT. The main roster women's division needs a... Don't get me wrong. You know, we have a lot of great wrestlers. We have Rhea Ripley, we have Liv Morgan, we have Charlotte, all those, but...
There's
prime example. Chelsea Green. Complete fucking pathetic failure. That, like... I get what they're going with. You're always gonna have those champions that are slousy and cheat. At least he's a good wrestler. Chelsea is just pathetic in every sense of the word. She can't win matches on her own. She can't even fight on her own.
But
shut up. And this is who you want to be representing the women's division as your United States champion. And then you're gonna have her face Mishin, not once, not twice, not thrice, not 4 fucking times, like 5, 6 times now, and still be the United States champion. Shut up. Because she keeps cheating, whether it's with Piper, whether it's using a kendo stick, all this shit. It's pathetic. Have Jordan Grace come out there, whoop her ass, whoop Piper's ass, take that title, and have a proper United States Women's Champion. That'll help elevate the women's division on the main roster.
Can I say something?
No. Anyway, we're moving on to the next point. Nikki Bella says you're going to be seeing a lot more of her sooner rather than later.
Rumors are Brie is also in talks to return.
Brie Bella, yeah.
Here's the thing. And again, spoiler. Rumor is Roman was storyline injured because they have no plans for him for Elimination Chamber.
Well, obviously. If he was actually hurt, they would tell us he's hurt. Not, oh, Paul Heyman isn't letting us know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, of course it's a fucking storyline.
And I throw this in here again because right now we're dealing with the John Cena. We're dealing with the Roman Reigns. We dealt with the Brock Lesnar's.
Well, okay.
Hold on. I am tired of these part-time wrestlers.
I agree, but I don't think this is Roman. I think this is WWE not having plans for Roman right now. So they just
before even this.
Oh yeah, 100%. When he was being
champion, when he won the Ula Fala, and we did not see Roman from
Survivor Series to Royal Rumble.
From Raw Day 1 on Netflix,
yeah, to
Rumble.
Yeah,
there was nothing.
He didn't even show up for his own inauguration or whatever the fuck that was supposed to be.
The whole 2K24,
yeah,
25, whatever.
Like he couldn't even bother to show up for that. It was it's pathetic.
And then and again, I disagree with this. God, I hope this is not true. I hope this is just rumor. But supposedly they're going to create a whole pay-per-view based around John Cena and his farewell. Going to be in Boston. It's going to be his final match. The final date John Cena shows up is a PLE dedicated to John Cena's farewell.
Ugh.
We do not need a John Cena pay-per-view.
Wait. If December 27th is supposed to be his final match, when is WrestleMania? Like 60 days from now? So that's what? We're in February, so February, March, April. So, assuming he goes to WrestleMania and he wins the champion, he would be champion for 8 months and then be gone for forever. No. Fuck that. Especially if he only has 33 goddamn days or 35, whatever. That's including Elimination Chamber and Mania. So that's 33 days left out of the 43 whatever left in the... No. Fuck that. Anyway.
Are you done?
I think we're done.
We'll wait for him so he can sign off.
Oh, hi, Disaster.
What's up?
You caught us right as we're about to end. As soon as Ronaldo gets back in here. Or Knight Rider. I forget names. You tell them, bro? Yeah, well, we're telling them, alright.
Tell him what?
I think she just heard me rambling. Right into
Tell
the
him... Sorry you're late. Yeah, it's okay.
You're fine.
But here's the thing. Do we really need
No.
any pay-per-view? Hear me out.
No.
Do we need any pay-per-views based around
No.
an individual?
No.
You heard what? Ranting him? Yeah. He the one thing that really upsets him though is he doesn't quite understand. Is that Chelsea Green is the longest is the longest running U.S. Women's Champion.
I'm about to go in my room and grab my little friend. Anyway.
All right.
I think that's about it for us, guys.
Hold on. Is there anything you need to add?
Nope.
Oh, what do you think about the John Cena pay-per-view?
Yeah, that's bogus.
Yeah. Anyway. Agreed.
He don't deserve that shit.
100% agreed. But,
he needs to work for something for a change, not fucking just have it handed to his dumb ass.
No shit. 100% agreed. But, if you made it this far, follow us here on Twitch. Yeah. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube. Like the video. Share. Comment. Subscribe. But no.
All that good jazz.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Have a good day and...
Seriously, if you're here watching us on Twitch, give us a follow so you can get notified whenever we go live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. All of our videos from the week get posted on Mondays. If you want to chat with us about WWE or comic books or anything in that note, go to our Discord. If you want to help support us, you can donate to us in the About section with the little fancy link that says donate, I think, with a big red fancy button.
Another thing, too, before we sign off, is if we haven't been on a couple days, so I'm going to bring this up again. Wednesdays is play day.
Yeah, we're just gonna go.
We're gonna get on here. What Disaster is gonna start trying to come over on Wednesdays. So you're gonna see her on Wednesdays. We're gonna talk about whatever comes up.
Exactly.
Good, bad, ugly. Those are our squirrel days.
Pretty much.
I guess if you want to call it that.
Squirrel
We're gonna put in here just chatting. So make sure that you are. We've got some stuff lined up. Like we have ideas going forward. Welcome to the danger zone. Yeah, with you here, it'll be the danger
Clone
zone.
drone in the Anyway.
Welcome to. No, we're not gonna get copyrighted. Anyway.
Well, that's not what I was going with anyway. But anyway.
But make sure you're here Wednesday.
Yeah.
Because like I said, that's the day we're gonna bring up like comic books if we want to bring up comic books, movies, anything like that. So yeah, Wednesdays we need a day to just goof off.
Yeah.
On here, and maybe because we don't have a day we're always playing games. We've always got the wrestling going on, and we keep saying we're going
Yes,
to talk.
candies. We're gonna have the bean. I need to get the Bean Boozled. I keep forgetting.
I'm out that day.
No.
I am calling.
We're
this.
doing
I
that.
am
We're
out
doing
this
that.
day.
We are doing that this Wednesday. You're gonna have to send me that link for what VAT 19.
We won't have it this Wednesday unless you've got the money.
How much? Well, we'll figure it out. Send me the link.
I don't think.
Send
I
me.
forgot the link.
Nope, you're gonna go find. As soon as we go off, you're gonna go find me the link.
I forgot it.
Too bad.
What company was it?
You're gonna remember it anyway.
Anyway, guys, make sure you're here on Wednesday because I think it's gonna be. I am not trying to.
You are trying the beans, but that's all we have for today, guys. I'm Telfari.
I'm CK.
Knight Rider.
See you next time.
We'll see you all.
We'll see
next
y'all
time.
on
We're
the
so
next
good.
day.